Caring for Cambodia is a non-profit organization that helps families and children living in Cambodia through an educational experience. Our goal as a club is to help raise awareness to others about the poverty going on in Cambodia still from the Khmer Rouge. So some fundraising events we do are bake sales, and for the previous years we've done dodgeball tournaments, and then the middle school does dance-a-thon, and then sometimes the high school will help out with that. We also participate in the PTA events like County Fair and Food Fest. Our funds from these events go to the main Caring for Cambodia organization run by Jamie Emilio. And then usually the funds we make throughout the year goes to our service trip, and then we end up paying for the supplies needed on the trip.
I joined CFC because my friends encouraged me to, and it seemed like a really fun thing to do, especially seeing all the pictures from the trips and helping the kids. It really seemed like a good way to give back to people.
I joined this club because living in Singapore, we have so many privileges and opportunities, and I just wanted a chance to give back to people who are less fortunate.
Originally, I joined this club to kind of give back to less fortunate people. I was new to SAS freshman year, and my mom sort of told me it'd be a good idea because not only would I be able to make new friends, but also it was just kind of like a wake-up call for me because I'm from Long Island, New York, and the lifestyle I grew up in, everything was really just like handed to me. Like I was just like given a lot, and then just giving back kind of made me feel better. CFC differs from many other service clubs because I think as a president I can see like a lot of members just being actively involved, and like I feel like they don't just do it for the service hours. I feel like they also do it in their own interest and to help themselves and like the people in Cambodia. And then also many families outside of the high school also just take their own time to be part of Caring for Cambodia. So it's a really broad club, and like it's well known for sure.
My first impression of CFC was when I went to the first meeting, everyone was so enthusiastic about what they were doing, and there's such a big like family like vibe about it, and it just seemed like everyone was willing and happy to help.
The most vital part of CFC in Singapore American School is the service trip. So usually the service trip runs for about like 4 or 5 days depending on when we go in the year. And usually we spend like a day at the school and just do service and like hands-on service, and then just like service projects. Like this year we were painting desks, and then some years we like would pave the ground with like gravel or like just move dirt. Just like it can be something so simple, but like for them it's like such a big deal and like really impacts them.
It's really eye-opening because you get to see like all the different people that live in such a different environment than what we live in, and we have like all these comforts and luxuries, and they barely have the necessities. So it really feels nice to just contribute to their well-being.
First time I went to Cambodia, I was actually really nervous because I was a new student, so I didn't have a lot of friends at the time. Like I didn't know what to expect when going. I didn't know what like it was gonna look like or what it'd be like. But I think like when I went there the first time, like there's some like personal connection or touch, and then when I went back the second time, you'd see like familiar faces, and like they'll remember you. And I just feel like when you go once, they're kind of like depending on you to go again and help still. Yeah, for sure, there are a lot of responsibilities being president. I think one of the main responsibilities is just making sure the club strives instead of like falling behind. And I think that's one of the hardest parts because like you kind of want what's best for the club in the club's interest, not like what's best for you, but it's just like helping the club grow is one of the hardest responsibilities.
Running for an officer position isn't really something I was used to since I'm pretty quiet usually, and I'm not usually that outspoken at all. So it was a little bit of an odd thing to do, but I'm glad I did it. Some challenges that occurred with being an officer is it's just kind of overwhelming at times, with trying to plan stuff out, trying to get the trip running, and just getting the club organized is a little troublesome at times.
Sometimes it's a little overwhelming, but I think I have a really supportive officer committee, so we always help out each other, and like the workload is pretty balanced, and then yeah. Definitely you should join CFC. I think it's a really welcoming club. I remember the first time I joined it, everyone was so welcoming, and it's kind of like an extended family in some way, and then you create like a personal relationship with people in Cambodia. You create a relationship with the club members.
Some tips that I have for upcoming CFC members are definitely to get more involved and help out more with the club, just so it's not just for colleges and they actually want to make a difference in the lives of people in Cambodia.
It's kind of inspiring because we live in Southeast Asia, which is kind of a poor region. It's so different because Singapore is one of the most wealthiest countries in the world, and then just a few hours away it's like something so less, and it inspires you to just take the luck that you have and the lifestyle you are given and just bring it and help the people living in Cambodia.